Who does not love challenging riddles? Let's put yourself to test for a while and guess the mineral. It causes muscle contraction. Is essential for bone growth. Helps in the release of neurotransmitters. Helps in the activation of many important intracellular enzymes. Activates many clotting factors. And causes the secretion from exocrine glands. You just have 5 seconds. Well, the answer is calcium. Yes. Calcium is a very important trigger for a lot of physiological processes going on in our body. We get it from the diet and excrete it out of our body through kidneys. In a normal young healthy adult, there is about 1,100 grams of calcium in the body. That forms about 1.5% of total body weight. Now, out of this total calcium in the body, about 99% is in the bones and teeth, and the rest 1% can be exchanged freely between plasma and the extracellular and intracellular compartments. So, the normal blood calcium level ranges between 9 and 10.5 milligrams per deciliter. Now, this calcium present in the plasma is in 3 forms. 40% of the serum calcium is bound to the plasma proteins, while about 50% of plasma calcium is present in ionized or diffusible form. This free ionized calcium is the biologically active form and is essential for vital functions like neuronal activity, muscle contraction, cardiac activity, secretions in the glands, blood coagulation, and some other functions as well. Now, remaining 10% of plasma calcium is present as non-ionized or non-diffusible calcium. It is present in non-ionic form, such as calcium bicarbonate. Well, it's evident that calcium plays a crucial role in our body, so its level must be very carefully controlled to avoid the complications related to its imbalance. Now, for this purpose, we are lucky enough to have hormones that maintain the calcium balance naturally. They do so by 3 types of actions. Uptake of calcium in the intestines, that means intestinal absorption. Release of calcium from the bone, meaning bone resorption, and excretion of calcium through the kidneys. What do I mean by calcium balance here? Well, it is in fact the difference between the amount of calcium an organism ingests every day and how much it loses. This balance is affected by various factors. Children usually have a positive calcium balance as they are growing and their body is adding bones. In adults, input and output should be the same. So, they have 0 balance reflecting bone equilibrium, whereas postmenopausal women usually have a negative calcium balance, thus reflecting the bone loss. So, this calcium homeostasis is maintained by the hormones. Now, again, there are 3 main hormones regulating the blood calcium levels. Too many 3s today, I know. Well, these hormones are parathyroid hormone, abbreviated as PTH, released from the parathyroid gland, and raises blood calcium levels by mobilize calcium from bone, and increase urinary phosphate excretion. Vitamin D3 and its metabolite calcitriol, obtained from the diet and skin, and increases the calcium absorption from the intestine, thus raising the calcium level in blood. And calcitonin, released from the thyroid gland, that reduces blood calcium by inhibiting bone resorption and by increasing excretion of calcium. That was a quick introduction to calcium and its regulation. Now, take deep breath and dive into a detailed explanation on the calcium regulation by each of these hormones.
Explore our extensive library of over 1,800 video lectures to learn about a wide range of topics. Only on sqadia.com.